Hello there everyone and welcome back to 5-9 Gaming. My name is Waffles the Asian Yanber, and today we're here to talk about Niantic's response to Pokemon No Day and Here's Niantic trending on Twitter. Essentially it went viral. There was this big post that kind of was asking the developers to reverse a recent decision that they made essentially back in 2020, and of course we made a video on this earlier if you want to get caught up to speed, but just a quick version is that in 2020 when the pandemic started, Pokemon Go had increased the distance. They basically doubled it from 40 meters to 80 meters, so you could interact with anything 80 meters away from where you were right now. And so that basically made it so that players could stay inside but still play the game, because essentially trying to explore during all of that was not safe, of course. So staying inside was really the best way to go about it. But the side effect is that it actually helped a lot of players who wouldn't have had Pokemon Go be accessible to them otherwise. You know, people who couldn't handle crowds, people who are disabled, people who just even people who just live in the countryside where there's not a lot of Pokemon Go stops around them. So essentially it was really a good change. Basically the entire community was really happy about that, and one of the reasons why it's a problem right now that they reversed it is that they had said it would be a permanent change. Now, unfortunately, today they decided they were going to go back to normal in, I believe, the US and New Zealand. Yeah, that's what it says here. And basically, everyone was kind of upset because they were saying, look, this helped a lot of different players. We think it's kind of a bad decision, and you guys said it was permanent. So we want this to be back to those 80 meters. And to an extent, I do get it, especially when Niantic said, hey, this is a permanent change. Now, because of all the backlash, they have released this letter right here, and we're going to read through it really quickly. So basically, to our Pokemon Go community, we appreciate your letter and all your feedback. We hear you. We're humbled by your response. Again, this is all stuff that you would normally hear in basically any sort of PR letter, but we'll go on. Not every game has such a passionate global player base that we're fortunate enough to have. Like everyone else around the world, our team has been working very hard to adapt to the global health environment. The recent exploration bonus changes we've made in the US and New Zealand are designed to restore some of the foundational elements players enjoyed prior to 2020. What they mean there is basically the whole game Pokemon Go is to try to get people moving and to try to get people exploring. However, since Pokemon Go has been out for as long as it has been, a lot of the feedback people are saying is that they've already explored everything that's around them. So for them to go find new places, it's going to take like hours upon hours of traveling to different areas. So this part is something that right here tells us that they are not in touch with the player base or even really with their game. So that is one of the biggest lines in here that people are really upset about. But anyway, it continues. And reward players once again for moving and exploring. Again, moving and exploring. I would say even like having the 80 meters, you're still moving to like actually play the game, but I digress. Encouraging people to explore, exercise, and safely play together in person remains Niantic's mission. The health and well-being of players is our top priority, which is why we have implemented the new exploration bonuses in select geographies where it is deemed safe to be outdoors. Research has shown that taking walks outside is safe and confers several health benefits. Furthermore, encouraging outdoor exploration is in keeping with Niantic's mission. That said, we will continue to monitor health and safety guidance related to outdoor activities and will make future changes if necessary. We have heard your feedback about one change in particular, that of the Pokestop and gym interaction distance. We reverted the interaction distance from 80 meters back to the original 40, yeah, that's what we were talking about here, starting in the US and New Zealand because we want people to connect to real places in the real world. Now that was another line that people were starting to be kind of upset about, because connecting with real places in the real world, I don't know what they mean about connecting. None of the community knows what they mean about connecting. Like getting up close and personal with statues that you've already been around 1,000 times? I don't know, but realistically, that was not the best line they could have said. And to visit places that are worth exploring, and that line there was people are upset because again, they've already explored everything that's around them. And for them to explore other places, they'd have to go traveling. And right now, traveling is not the best thing to do. And here's the other problem. However, we have heard your input loud and clear, and so to address the concerns you have raised, we are taking the following actions. We are assembling an internal cross-functional team to develop proposals designed to preserve our mission of inspiring people to explore the world together, while also addressing specific concerns that have been raised regarding interaction distance. We will share the findings of this task force by the next in-game season change, September 1st. As part of this process, we will also be reaching out to community leaders in the coming days to join us in this dialogue. Oh, that was just a bad response. So essentially they're saying, hey, we're gonna put together a team and we're gonna hope that you forget about this. That's kind of a big problem. So essentially, like, I think that this really speaks to the Niantic doesn't understand their player base or really understand their game, which is such a problem because it's like, it would not be that hard for them to just switch it from 40 back to 80. Realistically, it's still 80 in almost every other country. So I think them testing the waters here, it definitely backfired, and I think based on the community backlash, and especially the backlash to this letter, I think give it a couple days and we'll see them reverse their decision. But honestly, I just feel like they don't understand what their game is supposed to be. People are supposed to go and walk around, sure, but you can do that with an 80-meter radius. So I think them making it more inconvenient to play the game is probably not the best way to go about this, but you know, I don't run Pokemon Go, so our goal is to build fun and engaging experiences that remain true to our mission, and we thank you for challenging us with thoughtful and constructive feedback. So yeah, this letter has not been going well. If we can take a look over here at Reddit, yeah, we can see just some of the top comments here. Like, we have, oh gosh, I gotta get all the way up here. So we have some people saying, hey, you should turn off your location info just because they don't want to break the boycott, essentially. If the task force is just as competent as the rest of Niantic's team, we can expect a whole lot of nothing. It's a transparent internet outrage, usually dies in a few weeks, so we only care about this in September. So yeah, basically, people are upset. So I think we're gonna see something from Niantic again pretty soon, but for right now, the player base is still very much on fire. I hope that they'll reverse it, go back to 80 meters, because I mean, just making the game more convenient for everyone just means that more people are going to play it. I know that a lot of people with the distance rating actually played Pokemon Go way more. I know there was a giant resurgence back when they actually announced that initial change, so it would be surprising to see them really stick to their guns here. I think that we're really going to see them go back to the 80 meters. But let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. I know that a lot of you guys have kind of been commenting on the original video, which was pretty cool. We definitely like seeing those comments, and we'll definitely check these ones out as well. Until next time, we'll continue covering this, and I hope you have a good day, a good week, a good life, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.